What's going on, people? So, this box here, this whole thing, yeah, it's probably fairly familiar, right? But we're gonna do it anyway, at least part of it, most of it. Down there, side of the box and all that good stuff, right? So, like I said, if you've seen the last video, it's the same thing with a 9 instead of a 10. So, there's that. And even still got this little tag on here. Again, very much like the same last video. But whatever, let's just jump into it, get through this so we can all move on. Well, I'm just moving on to the next video, but you can move on to probably something important. This right here is the New Balance Fresh Foam MRSHN slide in Bright Lapis. One of the upsides to doing these things more than once is that you get better at it, right? And it's not like I do a lot of these multiple times, whatever. I mean, the Jordan pollen, that'll be happening twice because that, but normally no. Normally it's just one and done. But this time I was able to talk about it like I actually know what's going on, right? So anyways, I guess we can get you some other pictures in there because that's kind of a thing that normally happens or whatever. So down there at the bottom, right, I'll give you that so you can kind of see what's going on down there. Again, nothing fancy, but it's pretty nice. I do like it. Catching it from the midsole side again, you know, got a lot of color in there and stuff, so I do like that. It's pretty fancy in some kind of way, right? Otherwise, just a whole bunch of foam. So when you look at it from like the other angles, again, it's basically a whole bunch of foam, right? But depending on where you look on here, you got like some little indented hole type of things and some, they're more like dents, not holes. But either way, you got that happening and, you know, different colors and stuff sprinkled throughout or whatever. So it's kind of a cool look, at least in my opinion, right? But anyway, so if you hadn't ever seen these before, if you didn't see the last video, now you're kind of caught up, right? And hopefully that was enough, because I'm not doing the personal thoughts piece, because I pretty much feel like what I said in the last one is still likely true. I don't remember what I said, but it was probably something along the lines of liking these a lot, right? Yeah, I still like them a lot. So anyway, here's the thing, right? Why am I doing this again? Obviously, it's because the last pair was a 10 and this pair is a 9. The 10, it was a little error on my part. You know, I didn't have all the information I needed up front. You know, it happens, right? So I made a decision. The decision didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. So this pair fit a little big. It's going to be going to my dad, right? This pair fits a lot better. It's going to be staying with me. So that's what happened, right? And you'll see, I'll probably give you like a picture or video or something showing you like with me wearing these or whatever, definitely a noticeable size difference, right? Because I mean, it's a whole size technically, you know, 9 to 10. They don't do the half sizes. So that's why I'm wearing like the compression socks in some of these videos or whatever to show you like my actual foot in here. Because I mean, I'm not wearing them barefoot, but that's a pretty close representation, right? Because some of my socks vary in thickness. It's a whole thing, right? But either way, for one thing that I will tell you right now, if anybody's wondering, I do like these more than like the Yeezy slides. I brought these up in the last video or whatever. So if you're wondering, oh, are they better than that? To me, yeah, they are. So either way, I'm going to jump on, I'm going to do this sizing thing, and then that's going to be the end of it. Cool? Sizing wise, right? I bought these in a 9, as I just said before, right? You got to remember the whole UK to US sizing, it's different for different brands or whatever. So, and also on In Clothing, where I bought these from, I think there was something weird about the way they did the chart. So whatever. If you buy a pair of these and you happen to have a size 9.5 foot like I do, I would say go with the size 9 equivalent for, you know, US rather than the size 10. And other things, other walks of life, that may work out better for you, but in this particular one, not quite. So either way, moving on past that, if you get the sizing right, are these going to feel pretty good? They are going to feel pretty good. That's my personal opinion. Now, I say that because these right here, they're basically all foam, like I said, very much like the Yeezy slide, like I showed you or whatever. So to me, that's kind of like what I would compare them to. And like I said, I like these more than I like the Yeezy slide, right? For one, those things, when you're walking around in them, the Yeezys, like, they leave all these little, like, lines in the carpet that I'm not a huge fan of. And sometimes it's just weird walking on them on the bottom because, like, it's not completely flat, so you kind of feel that sometimes. This, I do like having a nice flat bottom and all that good stuff, so that's pretty cool. But they still have the nice cushiness and all that good stuff, right? Because, again, the whole fresh foam situation that's going on here. So, to me, it's working out pretty well. The one thing I will say that I noticed is that on the very top piece, like where it would kind of come above your foot to like where the ankle piece is, you know, that part was a little bit stiff out of the box. It's not a huge deal right after walking around in these for like 5 or so minutes, that breaks in and it kind of goes away or whatever. And then you're left with like a really nice feeling. And like I said, my foot fits in this a lot better. It's not all slipping off all the time. So yeah, good things to be had if you get the right size. But I think that kind of goes without saying now, doesn't it? But either way, so there's that. Done everything I need to do with these. Gonna move on and talk about something else. So from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is what I'm talking about. They're like right in front of me and I couldn't remember what it was. Dazed and Confused Pumas. That's what's coming up next. So yeah, doing that. Later, people.